Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. I want to say thank you for all of you coming here, clicking, liking, subscribing. Special thanks to JCK CPA. Thank you for the coffee. Appreciate so much. Um, where should I start? We're going through a lot of processes right now, a lot of shifts in there. We are preparing for more shifts to comes in. I know a lot of you are sick and tired, being sick and tired, but you're understanding the importance of shifts and keep on going. So what's going to happen today? This we're going to be finding in about 2.5 days what is going to be. Do we have the courage, the strength, the power uh, to really dive deep? And what I mean by diving deep in there, the moon is going to be joining Lilith in Scorpio. That is going deep within the emotions. That is diving it deep. But that energy is opposing Venus and is squaring Pluto, as Venus and Chiron are squaring Pluto. So a lot of the things in the material world that was not set properly. Let me say by this set properly, you can thinking about that. Yeah, providing a house will create this beautiful happy life. Having a tons of money will provide this happy life. You may thought that by giving so much love, but lack of the support in the material world. Is gonna be these situations. As long as you're understanding that all you need is what you need in order to be happy here, okay? In there, no more and no less, because if it's less, it's struggle. If it's more, it's too much. You're not gonna be you're gonna be overwhelmed in there. You're not gonna have breathing time for the energies to come within you. So this digging a deep within the unknown, particularly because Scorpio, it is the unknown. Scorpio, it is the underworld. Scorpio is the shadow in there. And now we have a Lilith in there with the moon. And this, we are going to be diving deep with our intuitions within the depths that we never had before. So with that diving it deep, things is going to be rising, of course, into the surface in there. And with rising into the surface, have you ever been loved? Have you ever felt that deep love? Have you been able to transform and change yourself in those proper weight inside of you? To weight this heaviness of that weight that it's putting within you, the more you let it go of that weight, the better it's going to come out. So Pluto is going to be asking us to change, to transform. He's going to be saying like, hey, you guys have to be much, much advanced for this to come and overcome. So what's going to happen is the exit will be that Venus is going to be looking at to who? It's going to be looking at to Mercury and to Jupiter. That is the growth. That is one of the best aspects that we can have in there. And she's going to be looking into Mars. The strength and the power within the love for within to bring these powerful energies. The people who are in those energies, they're going to have personally these energies, but they're also going to have these energies with their beloved partners. And this is how within going through the darkness by walking together, as I said earlier in the astrology reports, Mars and Venus for a while, they're going to be on this trine. They're going to be on this journey together. They're not going to be letting it go. But by going to the deep, you might find things that's going to rise up into the surface. And when they rise on the surface, what you're going to do. We're going to find out this in about 2 days. In about 2 days, the moon is going to start exiting Scorpio. and she's going to be what? She's going to be a squaring Mars. Mars currently is squaring Uranus, so the moon is going to be opposing Uranus. And you're going to be finding these intense energies, these masculine intense energies that they don't like the certain changes that needs to be made. Okay? So I have no kind of like a. The chat is very small. Hey, I think we kissed at the bar last night. Keanu Reeves. All right. You guys are funny tonight. Hello to all of you. Hi, Lucy Official. The life, I just like to like here, but I like the story of what you're saying. Oh, you're welcome. Those stories and so on of you are kind of like coming into life, and that's what I'm making it. Hopefully, guys, helps you in your life. So, what's going to happen through the day, though? We're going to have some this interesting energies that going to come, particularly at 10 o'clock. The inner work, the midheaven that is going to comes in, it's going to be opposing the moon and the true Lilith in there. And we are going to be seeing it, this lack of change, even though that your soul is calling you for a change. Is like, oh, there is no soul, there is no spirit, there is no about this. And Pluto is going to be, oh, really? You don't want to wait for kind of like a slap to wake up. But some people, maybe they're going to get this review, revaluations, because their life is not in a proper way. And all of a sudden they're looking at into this path of life. They go into this dead end street. And Pluto is like, can you look it up? Can you look at it deeply from within you? Can you find your soul? And this is why this spirit energies, they're gonna comes in. They're gonna be so powerful, so interesting. But at that 10 o'clock, the Venus and Chiron, they're gonna be looking for a Mars who is rising at the ascendant. And when a Mars is rising on the ascendant at 10 o'clock, I'm gonna have the courage, the strength, the dignity, the power within me to overcome these internal battles within myself. 11 o'clock energy is gonna be some very interesting, because that Mars is gonna coming out. He's currently in divine energies with the North Node. That's mean a lot of this masculine energy is gonna come in, and it's gonna trigger so many things. Of course, we're gonna have some intensity around 2 o'clock with that energies throughout the day. Venus is still gonna be looking at that balance. Create this positive balance within, instead of having the war. Some of you may be going to have some war because of mothering issue. Usually Venus opposing the moon is talking about the lack of love from the mother, not receiving enough love or understanding in there. And with Pluto has been in that T-square, that is a heavy kind of like energies that needs to be processed through the soul depth evolution from within us. So look at it inside of you, the part of the forgiveness. Could you forgive yourself? You did things because you don't know the things the way they are. And can you forgive and forget what the other people did, so that will not affecting your future? And this is going to take a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of growth, but also it's going to take somewhat communications. But if you are going into the other side, you're silencing, you're not talking, you're repeating the same story as the story was at the beginning. You hold on to what the story was that leads you to that unhealed process, trauma and drama within you. A lot of courage is going to come in at 6 o'clock. That is going to be the inner work of Mars that it's going to come. Very beautiful divine energies with Mars is going to be with Saturn and the North Node. Those divine energies, they are gonna giving the strength. This is the power of the spirit that it comes in. I know my future. I'm working for my future. I understand where I need to be. And from that energies, it's going to come down towards Venus. And Venus is going to be what? Feeling secure for her material existence. Venus is where? At Taurus. That is a when love and money come for this nurturing, providing, okay? Thinking about like the cow that gives the milk, that gives the skin for everything. And that position. And of course, we are going to be thinking everything through, and those energies at particularly we're talking about 10 o'clock. We are going to be doing the review of the today's energies, of that going to the depthness, of that going into this shadow, going into these dark Lilith's energies, and why we didn't have the love. Some of you are gonna be attaching to the love to the partner. It's like, why I don't have the support for partner? Why I don't have a support for this? Why I didn't have support from my mother or support to help me to change and so on? You're gonna find out that first you have to become this support. First you have to change. First you have to learn how to provide. And this is going to be some heavy moments in there, particularly that right now Venus is shifting, and we're going to be seeing it later on that Jupiter is going to be shifting to where? To Cancer, the growth within the family. This energy is going to be existing a lot, and in the morning, particularly. The moon is going to be moving out from the connection Sun Lilith. She's going to be pretty much at the mid of Scorpio. That is going to be trining with the ascendant and mid Kevin. But when you get up in the morning, tomorrow morning, you may going to feel like out of place in the space, simply because the moon is going to be looking for the divine authority early in the morning. You're going to look into the divine because there is going to be a lot of messages and things that's going to rise up, questions that needs answers, but they are not going to be questions and answers of regular life. There's going to be internal questions within the depth from within you, why certain things keep repeating in your life, why these things I keep getting it, why you have not healing it, why you have not, and you will understand that you have to provide the understanding within them and go deep, troubleshoot them deep. And when you get them out of that depth, you're going to see what is going to be surfacing. And whatever it surfaces, that is going to be working out tomorrow. All right, guys. So that's all I have for you. Thank you guys so much for absolutely everything. Appreciate you so much. And I will give you the astro gravitational report tomorrow. So come back tomorrow. Much love to you, and so grateful for everything. Be loved, and I'll see you tomorrow.